The pundits like to talk about the battle of the systems between China and India. If there is a battle of the systems, and I think it is in large measure true, who is winning that battle?
Well, I mean, as we all come, I would assume, from the Enlightenment, human rights, democracy, market economy camp, I would say, in the long run, democracy, respect for rule of law, human rights, distribution of power, market economy will win. I cannot prove it until now, but I believe that you cannot have a good economic development where the state decides on the markets. So I'm quite positive that in the medium and long term, the Indian system will prove superior.
Democracy, a democratic system can be in certain respects a weakness of a country, because you have to go through different decision-making processes, but that's where the strength of India lies. And back in the 80s, there were a lot of criticism about India, that India does not take decisions, that the businessman would complain. This is not happening, whereas you could go to China and do everything possible. But I think, on the whole, even the business community is realizing that it is not enough to have a political leadership in a country which decides this way or that way, but to also have a sustainable system where you can look forward to a fruitful cooperation in the coming years. And that's what Modi has been trying to bring in during his visits to France, to Germany, and now to Canada.
Christian Wagner, is it the Indian elephant or the Chinese dragon?
For me, it's also in the long term the Indian elephant. Why? China has already a globalized economy, yes, but faces enormous political problems to cope with all the domestic challenges. India is facing an opposite dilemma. India has to globalize its economy. Yes, this will create enormous problems, but India is already fit to deal with all the political challenges, because for over 60 years, India is facing all the kind of minority conflict, social questions, and they have developed a very strong institutional setting, despite all the problems that we have discussed. So this will give the Indian system in the long term a much greater stability, also to improve its economic development.